Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Lane Cryptid Encounters here. I was wanting to go over this footage that I took about a week ago. There were some Sasquatches that were moving through the area. So I'm going to go to markup. I already did a few enhancements. So I'm going to go to markup and show you what we got going here. So if you look right here, here's the mother, right, looking in between the trees. I think this is the grandfather over here. And then here's the father. Here's the oldest son right here. Here's the second to the oldest juvenile right there. And then there's the baby laying across the older brother's lap. That's what we got going on. And there's a real little tiny young one right here with his arms crossing the chest. Okay, so I'm going to undo the markups here to where we can zoom in and take a look at this. Okay, see, there's the oldest son, right? And look at the hands that's up. Let me see here. Look at the hands right here. He's got these long fingers right here. Right, and it's holding this little baby that's right here. Well, the head is right there. It goes underneath his nose there. Little baby right there. Alright. We'll take his markups off so you can get a good look at that. And as you see back here, here's a real little tiny baby, which I took a picture of that, and we're gonna blow it up, and where I did enhancements, it'll show the eyes right there. It come up out on the little baby that's hanging on his back. And then here is the second to the oldest juvenile. He's got his legs come up like that, and he's laying across the knee. This is the knee of this guy. That's his knee right here, folded up under. Okay, here's this the second leg like that, and then here's the arm like that coming down. So I'm not sure with this arm gripping right here. I think that might be the big brother's arm. It is wrapped. Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't tell. But here's his hair. It goes like that. See his one eye there. There's his mouth. He's asleep. He's laying back like that asleep. Alright. That's the one brother. And then, let me take these markups off, so we get a good look at that. See him laying back. See his arm. Alright. And then here's this little baby. Check this little baby out. He's got a little bit of hair like that around the skull. There's the eye. And there's the mouth area. There's this little hand like that. I can't tell if that's its body or if it's down like that. I can't tell. I think this is the body though, if I can see, if I'm seeing correctly. Actually, this right here might actually be this is another juvenile right here holding the baby like that. And there's the baby's head. I think that's it's more like it right there. I can't really tell. Um, People might say it's pareidolia. On some of my annotations and my on some of my drawing out of the Sasquatches on some of it, I do get it wrong, but for the most part, it's for sure Sasquatch activity. When there's a big group of them, it's hard to get them all correct. Sometimes you make a mistake on one or two, but as of having them all in the bulk, it's definitely Sasquatch activity. You can for sure see this Sasquatch right here. You can for sure see him. He's got his nocturnal wind shades on. You see his nose right there. You see he's got his hair pulled up, styled up in the air like that. You can for sure see this Sasquatch. You see the hair on his legs, the hair on his knee, folded up under. Um, I don't know. I think that might be his hand right here, holding the baby. This guy's hand. So I'm not real sure about that. But when you look over here, you see the parents. You can see the mother's face right there, right? You see her long nose like that. See her nose. See her mouth right there. What they're doing is they're feeding off of this tree. You see her eyes right there. This is a juvenile that's on top of her, riding on top of her back right here. This is another juvenile right here. This is what's going on. Like that. On top of the mother's back. But she's looking in between that tree, watching. See the face there. Okay. And then you got the father back here. His eyes are setting way back in there. Maybe even further up there. Let me see. I can't really tell. I think this is his beard. Different colored beards. And there's his nose. He's got one eye on me, and the other eye is hidden. That's the father. Or is it might be right there. Anyways, we're going to look at him on the next frame. I'm going to show you an image of him. Actually, here's how it goes. His little nose is right there. His mouth. His eyes right there. With his beard like that. Then right here is another little Sasquatch looking like that. Looking at me. There's two Sasquatches right there is what's going on. One with the side profile view. It's even got an amber looking color hair. So, alright. So that's that one. I want to go ahead and hit cancel on the markup. Cancel on the reverse. Just slide it over one time. Okay, you can see the mother's face there. Go this way one time with it and see. Now you can see the image of the father's face there. I've not done any enhancements on this image, so we'll just go with what we got here. Well, let's see. I'll do a few adjustments real quick. All right. on this image, it's easier to see the father. You see his nose, his eyes right there, and you see his beard. Alright, that's the father there. Then you got the juvenile son. You can see his face a little bit better, right? You see he's got his mouth open, like that. One of them's got their foot right here. There's the heel of his foot, like that. And I think this right here is another juvenile that's still halfway laying on his lap. Is what's going on. They're moving back behind the tree is what they're doing. And then I can't tell if this is the mother or what, but I think it could be the mother. Looks like they're drinking fluids off the tree right here. That's what's going on. They're getting their nutrients out of the tree. It could be another relative or what. This is a Darrow class Sasquatch with the longer nose. And then I can't tell, but I think this is like the grandpa. He's turning back around the other direction now. Right. And there's another Sasquatch back in there, but you can't really see much. You can see a couple of the eyes, some of that amber fur coming in there. And then here's a little juvenile. You can see his little tiny eyes there. Right. So that's what we got on that image. We cancel the markups. You can see him coming in there. That's not pareidolia, folks. These are Sasquatches. Let me go back to that little baby. I'd like to pull in its eyes there a little bit so we can see. Let me go back to the contrast. See, I can't make it any darker than that. I was trying to pull its eyes out so we can, the definition of its eyes, not actually pull them out, but where we can see them. Okay, we can see its eyes there a little bit. You can see its bushy hair. You can see it laying on its relative there. You can see its little eye right here. Let me get a mark up. See his little eye right there. Cute little bugger on its nose. Sorry, I hit that one wrong. There's its mouth, its nose, and its eyes. Its little bushy hair. Cute little bugger laying there. Well, I'd like to catch one of them. It'd be so cool. Make a YouTube video catching one of these little buggers. If I ever catch one of them, you guys be the first to know. But anyways, that's all I got for right now. Look at this young one sitting there laying all sprawled out, sleeping with his head all the way back. Let me see. This image here is the better footage of that. But check him out, all laid back here sleeping. See his legs. His legs don't look, well, I think that's the baby. Earlier I marked up, this is where I made a mistake, so I'm going to go ahead and correct it here while I'm here. Okay, before I marked his legs like that, just because it looks like that, you know. And then with the arm like this, I was wrong. That's not actually his legs, that is a baby Sasquatch laying like that. You can see its little feet right there even. See that? There's its legs. Let me undo the markup so you can actually see that detail. See its little feet? Its little hairy feet. It ain't got no hair on its legs, but its feet are hairy. See him turn sideways there? You can see his little wee wee hanging there. Alright, here's his feet. Like that. I'm taking the markers off here. So yeah, that's not the other brother's legs. That's that baby. That's what that is. You see its little feet. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'd like to welcome all new members. I appreciate every one of you. Godspeed.